you run a service-based business or a trade-based business or anything like that, in this video, I'm going to show you a project that we completed for a client to equip them with the foundations they need in order to prepare their business to scale, leveraging marketing activities. Stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Matt. I'm from Tradie Web Guys, and I'm bringing you a case study today for a client website that we have just launched. Now, the premise of this conversation initiated around them wanting to scale the business beyond what they're currently doing, leveraging marketing activities. Now, in order for that to become a reality, when we drew out their roadmap, we identified that in order for that to become a successful campaign and for them to be able to reach that target, we need to make sure that their foundations have been laid correctly, which in this instance meant that we needed to set them up with two things. First and foremost, we needed to make sure that their website was equipped to take traffic and convert traffic. And that's really important. So just think of that, guys, when you are getting a website built, it really is the tool to convert the traffic that you generate from marketing. So when you're driving leads towards it, and even if you're driving leads to a marketing landing page for like an ad campaign, for example, inevitably in the ecosystem of search, you do want to make sure that you're considering the fact that people will inevitably Google you if they don't make a decision right there and then, especially if it's not a reactive service like this one. They will do some research. And so within that ecosystem, you want to make sure that people have the capabilities to be able to go look at your company, look at what you do, who you do it for, where you do it, why you do it, how you do it, so on and so forth. So it really does back up your claim. Now, when this client came to us, their website was okay, but it wasn't really what I would consider, well, what they consider as well, because they were pretty transparent about the fact that the website probably wasn't going to get them to where they want to go. However, it did get them to where they currently are, which is great. So the first part of this moving piece was, okay, let's get some foundations laid. So now we can move on to the next step, which is going to happen for them in the space of some local SEO campaigns. And that is basically a recommendation based off the fact that they are currently actually running their own ads. And so it's occasionally I'll recommend local SEO to businesses or SEO to businesses that aren't running ads, but depending on what their goals are, it typically will form part of a solution as opposed to being the solution. Our local search program is extremely good at helping you businesses plant the flag as the go-to business within their given area, and it leverages Google Business Profile listings and things like that to really empower that local presence. However, if the goal of the business is we really need to be generating more and more leads super quick, then we normally would tie that in with a paid ads campaign because we can kind of control the flow of that a lot better. So what I'm going to do in this short video is just run you through some of the key elements here on the website rebuild and just explain to you a little bit about why we've done these things and maybe just cast a bit of vision and put a bit of perspective into what you can expect and what you should be looking towards if you are considering getting a website built. So I'm just going to jump over to their website right now, and you can see here, this is their new website, which has just been launched, and it's this has been a website built in WordPress. And the reason we use WordPress is because it's just easy to manage, and most developers out there can use it. So whether we don't believe in long-term contracts, and we don't believe in proprietary systems and things like that, because at the end of the day, we want to empower our clients to be the decision makers and have the power. And so we like to use WordPress for that at the moment. That may change looking forward, who knows, but at the moment we're still using that as the best option. So you can see here the messaging is nice and clean above the fold here. We've got a call to action, we've got click to call phone numbers, and have a nice clean navigation with some service breakdowns. And all of these service pages, which I'll jump into in a little bit, have been broken down specifically for the purpose of with incorporating SEO principles on those pages. And the reason we do that is, although this is not a tick the box, we've completed SEO kind of dynamic, because SEO is an ongoing thing, it certainly is equipping the website with the foundations on the pages to make sure that it does stand a chance looking forward. So if you scroll down here, you'll see some nice clean content, some nice images which the client's provided. and things like that. And this does make a big difference as well. One of the hardest things that we find getting off clients is media. So if you are considering either immediately or in the near future to have a website built, take some action now and start collating some media, photos, videos, case studies, testimonials, reviews, all that kind of stuff. Is something that's very hard for an agency to get for you. And you'll see here, even these photos, like you can't make these things up. It's their trucks, it's their logos, and that's exactly what you want. You want to have those in your photos. So they've done a very good job here. So you can see here, these builders have some really cool features. This is one of them where you can sort of see before and afters of, jobs they've done. Again, credit to them for sending us across the before and after photos. But these features are a good addition to some of the more modern, tools and tech that are available. Social proof here with testimonials, case studies, so on and so forth. Nice, clean footers with all of their necessary details. If we head across now to their a service page, you'll notice that it's been optimized for this search term. And again, this doesn't necessarily guarantee that it's going to, rank number one for that term, but it means it's got a good chance of showing up in search if somebody does actually look for it, whereas before it didn't really have that. Again, lovely looking website, nice color scheme, in line with their logos and so on and so forth, and FAQs and things like that, which we're seeing as a good, powerful tool in the local SEO and the SEO space. It's a good way to add content to pages and make it relevant. And that also ties into, when we start posting on Google Business Profiles and things like that, we can link back to, case studies and things like that live on the website. So you kind of have that linking dynamic come into play there. So things looking forward for this website, we're going to see, as they've sort of rolled into our SEO program now, we're going to be starting to see more service location pages. It's a good way to create content that's relevant to the things they do and where they do it. So there'll be more of those added to the page in the interest of content creation, along with case study and project gallery pages, which is a nice way for you to showcase the type of work that you do. It doesn't live on here at the moment because I haven't got any, but that will come. And then perhaps we might be adding things like tips and advice or blogs and things like that as well. We do prefer to lean towards the project galleries and the location pages as a preference. We just find that they serve the viewer a lot more than a blog. Typically blogs are we see being there as, pretty much SEO these days. Like very few people are going to go to a window cleaning blog to read up on it, but they might very well go and check out a project they've completed that they might be able to relate to, just for example. So yeah, that's how we've laid the foundations for this project so far, and they're in a very solid position now. So we're for us to starting to generate some optimization, create some optimization around their website, local listings, and things like that. So anyway, if that is useful to you and there's a conversation that you'd like to have around maybe your business, then head across to tradiewebguys.com.au and we look forward to having a chat. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please, while you're here, subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. Now listen, if you are a trade-based business and you work in projects, roofing, bathrooms, kitchen renovations, home renovations, solar installations, that kind of thing, we would love to be able to showcase you as our next success case. Insane return on ad spend over here. We're talking 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 13,000% return on ad spend week in, week out with some of our clients, and we would love to put you in that picture. So please head across to tradie.wiki/YT for YouTube. Tradie.wiki/YT for YouTube. I look forward to chatting to you soon. Enjoy the next episode and thank you for all your support.